Hey there, church. We are invested in a vision. You know that I'm going to say this at some point in the video, right? Loving God, sharing relationships, serving others from the heart of Christ. And I'm reminded, especially this weekend and next, that this vision grew out of our reflection on what some of the DNA of Christ Church has been for decades. And we didn't just randomly out of the blue pick this vision, but we really believed that out of Scripture and how God's Spirit has been working in CPC, this vision is just natural. It's essential to the gospel, and it has been essential to what our church has been like for decades. This week and next, we're going to celebrate the lives of two women that have so embodied that vision in CPC and in their community. This weekend at 11 a.m. on Saturday, we're going to gather and give thanks for the life of Mary Goodman, who died in January at 90. And we're going to give thanks for the resurrection life in Jesus. And the two really go together. We give thanks for the good things in a person's life. And my experience over the years has been that when I sit down with families and talk with them about the goodness of someone they've lost, almost without exception, they start talking about how they blessed others, how they were interested in other people, how they were concerned with others' well-being. They talk about their generosity, how they were there. And this is because this is the life we're really made for. And it's like there's something in us that innately recognizes that the best of us is the part of us that gives our lives away. That is the resurrection life happening in us. Jesus gave his life away unto death. And as the risen Lord, he is giving his life away still through his people. And that brings us to the next celebration that we're going to have the following weekend on May 14th. We're going to celebrate the life of Marcia Zimmerman, who died on April 29th. You know, Marcia and Mary were both part of CPC for decades. Both of them were deacons. I was with Marcia's family yesterday, and you will not be surprised to hear about how they just so loved her warmth, how she was so eager to welcome other people into her life, how ready she was to do things for others. They talked about her life as a deacon, as a teacher in the Newberry High School, where she was a favorite of the students. This is God's call to us, and it is God's life being given to us. When we receive God's life, we naturally give God's life away. And some of the best ways we do it is when we don't even know that it's happening. This kind of openness to God that is at the heart of what it means to be human. So I encourage you, as you're able, let's get together this Saturday and next to give thanks for Marcia and for Mary. And let's keep on being that kind of church. There are a couple opportunities that we'll hear about on Sunday to support Hannah's Home and their support of pregnant women in our community, and also to support a brand new ministry that's starting in Middlefield called Doors of Hope. It's a startup homeless shelter, one of the only ones getting going in Geauga County. And we're going to partner with United Way in collecting items that are really helpful to people who are coming into a new housing situation where they're bringing pretty much nothing with them, but still need personal care items. They need washcloths and towels and hygiene products. So we're going to have a collection drive together with neighbors and sisters and brothers across Geauga County to help this startup and to bless people who are moving out of homelessness into a more stable situation. We are invested in a vision because God is invested in giving the life of Jesus away through us. And so we're all about loving God, sharing relationships, serving others from the heart of Christ.